welcome everyone to Ames, Iowa, home of Iowa State, and these Cyclones have been looking to gather strength all morning long. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Cyclones will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Wildcats offense will start this game off. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
They'll go to the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Pound the football, run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Gets rid of it. Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cyclones. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense here.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The offense set for a first down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Going to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
On the run, it's Carter. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebacker.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The one thing I love about this defensive coordinator is that he has a lot of different exotic looks. He's not just going to rush with 4. He's not just going to rush with 3. He's not just going to blitz linebackers. This guy's blitzing DBs.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They're trying to get to it. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the wing. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Iowa State's offense will take the field for the first time. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a Packer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's got it on the right. At midfield, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Coming after him. Just a little off. Incomplete. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, Dave.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Cyclones line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it a little bit.
Yeah, and just break that extra tackle, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front the point of attack.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field ready to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
Iowa State 7, Kansas State 0.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
On third down, he drops to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the Cyclones will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. A first down for the offense. Oh, it's a reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
What a great job by the backside of the defense staying home. A lot of time the run looks like it's going the other direction. What happens? You start to chase. Nope. These guys stayed home and played their assignment, and that's why they had success.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
On second down, wants to throw it. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. Got the quick pass. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
He looks that one in nicely. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Cyclones have this offense rolling. Catch in the middle, it's Simpson. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Trying play action. Steps away. Got out of trouble and throws. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The aerial assault continues. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw on second down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Micah Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Florida State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Quick completion on the out. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Corner's going to give them room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second inning.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
And they swarm him under.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Cyclones will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch, called for and made. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
You've given up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. He's looking to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Got a man, it's Carter. He's finally herded out of bounds. Really good pickup on 3rd down, and still not quite enough to move the chains. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Simpson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They go right back to it. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Fires on the move. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Zings it complete to the right. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting... His kickoff team doing a little running. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling. Game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Kansas State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Takes the handoff. It's Lee. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Got him downfield. Across the 25, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Great call by the offensive coordinator. He saw an opportunity to take a shot, to dial up one of these types of plays, and beautiful execution by the QB and receiver, and now they're set up in the red zone.
They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. He's back to throw on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man.
The first down pass complete to the wideout. He's tackled at the 28-yard line. Second down coming up.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on third and short. They'll try to run for it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. On target. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And that will go backwards, a negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Carter. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Iowa State sending the offense back out. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They want that clock to run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
On the run, it's Lee. And the Cyclones get enough for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A 3rd and long coming up here. The give to the single back. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.